Everybody, it is Double B, aka Wrestle Gamer, back here with another installment of WGS-TV right here on the WGS YouTube channel. Now, we had Impact Wrestling tonight, so let's go ahead and do the rundown and guys, give you my thoughts on certain things that happened tonight. We open up with a segment involving Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff. They're talking about, how they finally got control and Hogan was going to, properly run Impact Wrestling and TNA like a professional and stuff like that. Then we had they called for Sting and Ken Anderson to come out, and they basically said the same thing to their faces. And then, Anderson went on a tirade about, well, not a tirade, but he went on about the reason why he was mocking Sting because he thought Sting was a joke and everything he stood for was a joke. Sting, the backlash at him, and then Sting went after Hogan, trying to drive a wedge between Hogan and Eric Bischoff. I don't know if they're going to play that angle out. It would be interesting to see. I know a lot of fans want to see that. I don't know if they're going to do that with the way things are going in Impact Wrestling. We had a Knockouts tag match. Angelina Love and Winner teamed up to take on Mickie James and Tara. I think the sole purpose of this one is to help put over the Knockouts title match that's going to happen at Slammiversary, Angelina Love and Mickie James, because Angelina Love pinned Mickie James in the tag match. So, then we had footage of Samoa Joe and Crimson fighting in a bar. Now, this footage appeared on TNA's YouTube channel. And, that's the way I see it about that footage. That takes work, the term work in professional wrestling to a whole nother level. Because they really went out in that video. Now, I talked to Ashley before I started recording this video here, and, he brought up an interesting point. Now, if this was on somebody else's YouTube channel, and it was sent into TNA, who is the original person, and why can't we find that YouTube channel? What was the source? Who's the source? So that leads me to really believe that this is a big work by TNA to do, not only on TV, but on the internet for them to do this, for Samoa Joe and Crimson. Then we had a tag match, Mexican America, which is Anarquia and Hernandez with Sarita and Rosita, Mexican Eye Candy. And they took on Alex Shelley and James Storm. I believe the whole purpose maybe was to see how well Alex Shelley and James Storm can go over as a cohesive unit, which we really didn't see too much in this match because at the ending, Alex Shelley accidentally super kicked James Storm, and I think it was Hernandez. It's either Hernandez or Anarchy. I can't remember which one got the pin. It might have been Anarchy that got the pin on James Storm. So, and the entire time, the British Invasion, Douglas Williams and Brutus Magnus were on commentary to help put over their tag team title match they're going to have at Slammiversary with these two. Then Bully Ray decided he wants to call out somebody in preparation for his Last Man Standing match with AJ Styles at Slammiversary, and RVD answered the call. Now, this was a really good match. Come to expect it by these two. They know how to work inside the ring. They know how to work the crowd and everything like that. And speaking of in the crowd, AJ Styles appeared in the crowd in this match to provide the distraction. And then, RVD took advantage, and RVD got the win with the 5-star frog splash, which is really going to play into, their upcoming match for Slammiversary. As I said, again, it's the Last Man Standing match. And what I might do tomorrow is I might put up a video and profiling each one of these matches, to get everybody prepared, because, I know I haven't been on WGS Radio at all this week, because of certain arrangements. I've been I'll say this right now, I've been taking care of my brothers and my sisters at night, so my parents could be on vacation. And if they're watching this video, I hope you're having a great time in Florida, Mom and Dad. But anyway, back to Impact Wrestling. Then we had a kind of like an impromptu brawl. Well, no, I take that back. Before we had that, we had Abyss, Kaz, and Kendrick in the backstage, and this is where Abyss officially redubs the X Division title the Extreme title. I believe that's, on last week's WGS radio, Ashley was trying to make mention to that. Ashley was kind of jumping the gun. But, Abyss and Kendrick, I think almost need a philosophical dictionary to try to understand what these guys are talking about. I mean, Chinese philosophy? But it was good to see they brought Janice back, and they did talk a little bit about Janice, and Abyss said goodbye to Janice. Apparently, that might have been Impact Wrestling's way of, separating Abyss and from the Janice gimmick in Impact Wrestling. That's the way I see it. We had an impromptu brawl. This is what I was getting to just a second ago. An impromptu brawl with Velvet Sky and ODB. It turned into a match. ODB came out. She said she's, quote, not a member of Impact Wrestling and TNA, which is, we all know, total bull. If you're not a member of Impact Wrestling, you wouldn't be on TV. Anyway, good match. I do want to make light on a couple of things that happened before the match. Velvet Sky was doing her, before the match interview and said something along the lines about fake tits and stuff like that. And I bet you Impact Wrestling is the only place where you get to see a woman like ODB slap or snatch. Just saying. Then we had Velvet Sky get the win over by ODB with the DDT. She's making real good use of the DDT. She's almost like a female Jake the Snake Roberts when it comes to executing it. But anyway, we had Sting trying to motivate Eric Young because earlier in the show, Ken Anderson got together with Gunnar, and he said they want to hurt Sting and try to soften him up before TNA's anniversary. So Sting was trying to pump up Eric Young. Eric Young was still trying to do his comedy bit. Sting tried to stop him, get his competitive nature out and bring out the serious Eric Young, which we haven't seen since his times with Kevin Nash and the World Elite, or as I used to call them, the World Elite Gays. Anyway, main event time, I thought it was an okay match between all these four guys. Now, what was really huge is the fact that Sting, Gunnar is what I meant to say. Gunnar put Sting in the F5, which was a little sloppily executed for my standards and professional wrestling standards. I don't know if it lived up to your standards, guys, but it just really didn't. It looked very sloppily. It looks like I don't know if that was on Sting or if that was on Gunnar, but it's like either one of those two guys looked like they were jumping the gun when it comes to the execution of the F5. But anyway, Gunnar pinned Sting and got the win. Now, how huge is that for a guy so young like Gunnar to be put over by a veteran like Sting? That's huge for his career. I mean, I'm talking real-wise. I mean, how many people get to say that they get put over by Sting? That says a lot. That says Sting has a lot of faith in this guy and what this guy can do. And then after the main event, Sting was attacking Ken Anderson in the back, then put on red makeup on his face, put red makeup on Anderson's face, and then locked a sleeper hold and nearly, made Anderson pass out. So when I saw that, I was like, wow. So interesting show here tonight. Now, match of the night. Interestingly enough, I have to go with RVD and Bully Ray. I don't want to pick main event matches as match of the night because they're already billed as main event for a reason. But RVD and Bully Ray, I'll have to go with them. Mexican America, Alex Shelley and James Storm was an okay. First time, getting to see how Alex Shelley and James Storm perform as a team. They were okay. They still had Bobby Roode or Robert Roode, or is it Bobby Roode or Robert Roode? Why do they keep changing his first name? I don't know. But and Angelina Love and Winter and Mickey James and Terry I didn't get to see too much because of a little situation that was going on that I need to take care of. It was either that or it was the pulse-pounding headache I had at the beginning of the show, and I was just still trying to recover from it. I have, if I didn't recover from the headache, I wouldn't be making this video right now. So, RVD Bully Ray is my match of the night. I want to hear what you guys have to say about TNA Impact. Leave your comments in the comment section below. And that'll be it. I'm Double B, aka Wrestle Gamer. Thank you very much for watching.